remember a world where 5 inches were considered big. 5-inch device, like, whoa, that's a huge device. This world today in 2017, 5 inches, small, rather small. When you have devices like the Note 8, the S8, the S8 Plus, you got the V30, the G6, the iPhone 8 Plus. You got devices like that, the Huawei Mate 10, and you're thinking like 5 inches, that's small. Why should I buy a 5-inch device in 2017? Well, this is what we're going to find out tonight. This device, we're going to have a look at it. This is the Samsung Galaxy J3 Pro 2017 edition, 5-inch device, metal build. We're going to have a look at it tonight, go over the specs, go over the features, what I like. There's a lot of things to like about this device, and I remember back in, and this brought some kind of like, it's hard to say, right, but like a nostalgia back to when 5-inch devices were cool. 5-inch devices were nice. Well, that was the it device, a thing to have. So we're gonna revisit this in 2017. Yeah, Bradley from Mice Life, and this video is courtesy of Cubase. The guys at Cubase, you could check them out here. Check out their Facebook page and Instagram, cubase.slu. Check them out, you won't regret it. They got everything you need, all devices. They got a boatload, they got all of it. And hey, if they don't have it, I guarantee, yeah, I guarantee they're gonna get it for you. They're gonna try their best to get it for you. So don't forget, hit the links in the description right here, and that's them right there. Cubase SLU on Facebook and Instagram. So let's get into it. Hey, so let's have a look at the Galaxy J3 Pro from Samsung for 2017. Overall look of the device, like I did in my unboxing. If you have not seen the unboxing, post a link below, post a link in the description so you can check it out. And let me tell you from the start, I love this device. I love it. Do you know, to think that it's 2017, big devices are taking over, big devices are in charge. Everybody wants big device. They want 2:1 aspect ratio 18:9. But this device is beautiful, it's great. Let me just go over the specs if you guys. It has 2 gigs of RAM. And that's a 30 megapixel camera flash, LED flash on the back. And we have a 5 megapixel also with LED flash on the front. The rear camera is a 1.9 aperture. The front camera is 2.2. It's like I said, 5-inch. The display 5-inch, but it's at 720p, and this amounts to great battery life. I'm gonna explain a little later, dive into that a little deeper. 2400 milliamp hour battery, because it's 7.0 Android Nougat. So you almost up there. And Oreo is just out this year, so most that's 2017 device. So more than likely, guaranteed that this device is gonna get 8.0 Oreo when Samsung decides to push the update. 16 gigabytes internal storage, expandable up to 256 gigs via micro SD card. So that out of the way, let's dive into the device. What really surprised me about this device is the sound. Let me tell you, sound quality A1 is from the start has been great. When I just got it and I set it up, this kind of surprised me really, because I'm expecting this. I've seen this in flagship devices, and this has a setup mode. sound quality and effects, and this is the sound quality it chose for me, due to my liking, due to my hearing. I saw it, I'm like, oh, what's that? See, custom equalizer. I could go in and choose your equalizer here, normal, pop, classic, etc. But then you can have it to customize for you. What it does, you go into here, adapt sound, and this is my sound adaptation according to my hearing, according to my liking. What it does, what it did, is that when I stick in my headphones, 2017 headphone jack, and I stick in my headphones, it tuned. It asked me, do you want to tune for your hearing? And I said, sure, go ahead. And it surprised me. It sends out little beeps, boop, like little beeps here and there. Left ear, right ear, left ear, right ear. And I'm going to ask you, can you hear it? Yes, no. So simple answer, yes or no, yes or no. So some loud, some soft, some faint, some fine. And after it was done, I got this setting right here, and it has been fantastic, fabulous. The sound, I've not touched the equalizer, I've not done anything else with the equalizer, and I mean, words can't express it. You really have to listen for yourself. And this is on flagship devices where you really tune the headphones just for you and your hearing. HTC does this, Samsung does this, LG does this, and there we go. And it's just beautiful. That's all I can say. And me, I love music. I love listening to music. I listen to music on my way to work, from work, when I'm happy, when I'm sad. Music makes the world go round. That's what they say, right? And it does. And this really brings out the music quality, the sound quality out of the music, which is great. And it also transfers to, remember I spoke about this speaker on the side there, how well it sounds, and I think it probably push the equalizer settings also to this speaker here, because the ringtones and the music has a nice little bass to it, and so punch to it. Yeah, so it's nice and loud for this speaker. I doubted this speaker right here as to, can it sound good, will it sound good, and it does. And it does help in gameplay also, because when I'm holding the phone like this, my hands isn't blocking the speaker. So when I'm playing games, I can, considering media, I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm like this, so the sound and also sound is coming at me. So I'm not worried about the sound going this direction or the sound in the back. So it's coming at me. Great, fantastic, wonderful. I have to give Samsung that. I have to give them props. A+, 10 out of 10. Check. Did a great job right there with the sound. Yeah, so let's talk about the second thing I like about this phone, and that's the UI. TouchWiz. Let me tell you honestly, when Galaxy just launched and everything, TouchWiz was awful. In my opinion, I hated TouchWiz. It felt slow, it felt cumbersome, it felt sluggish. To me, it simply killed the joy of Android, in my opinion. But now, my gosh, I love TouchWiz. I can't remember actually saying this, but wow, this phone actually made me love TouchWiz. And that's kind of started with the S6. Samsung learned, and they brought the S6 and it kind of changed. They lightened up TouchWiz, make it less RAM hungry, less resource hungry, and they improved it over the years. And now with the S8 and the Note, and this is really cool, it's really nice. And the fact this is kind of like the Pixel launcher, you can just swipe up and you get to your tray, your app tray, this is cool, this is neat, this is nice. And another thing I like about TouchWiz, I find which is really cool right now, there's some nice little animations. It's like here, nice cool animations here and stuff. So when you open, so then feel like you open the camera, then you go back. Nice subtle animations. That's cool. That's really nice. I like this about TouchWiz right now, and this is make me kind of love TouchWiz, fall in love with TouchWiz. Yeah, TouchWiz is nice, and all the UI, the whole interface on this device is cool. There's no Google now. This is left up to, that's Google, that's on the Pixel, that's on the Google Now launcher, the Pixel launcher got that. That's exclusive to Google. Although you can get third-party launchers got integrated like Nova and Launcher, and also Action Launcher, and some others that kind of integrated, the Google feed into the launchers, which is cool, which is great. But Samsung, TouchWiz, and their whole launcher style, they do their own thing. Right there, and this is nice. I mean, nothing wrong with Flipboard. Flipboard is great news aggregator, great news, sports, everything. Once you set it up, it's wonderful. I use Flipboard for news. When my Google Now, my Google Feeds, and my Google Feed will give me what I want, I jump into Flipboard and I check out some extra stuff, extra features, extra news I probably didn't get in the Google Feed. So hey, there we go. TouchWiz UI, great, fantastic, wonderful. What can I say? Another thing I want to talk about, the third thing I want to talk about, which makes me love this phone a lot, is the battery life. Yo, let me tell you, the battery life is superb. It's fantastic. It's unbelievable, actually quite unbelievable. Imagine you get a battery life like this, 24 hours, 40 minutes. That's the initial charge. When I just picked up the device, the initial charge I give it, the day after using it, etc. 24 hours, and that's a day. That is a day. And I still had 4 hours to go before it actually died. When I checked this, and I still had 4 hours to go. You don't get battery life on devices like this now unless you got a huge 4,000 or 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This is a 2400 milliamp hour battery. 2400, not guaranteed. The display has a lot to do with it. Has a big part to play with it. Give the 720p display. But I think, and I'll hand it over to Samsung and the engineering, the TouchWiz and the whole UI and everything, and the whole optimization. There's something called optimization, and Samsung has really optimized the UI, really optimized the OS, really nice, really optimized Android to take advantage of this battery right there. And I love this. I'll tell anybody that say, hey, that phone, what's cool about it, I can just come and tell them now, hey, you want good battery life? Pick it up. You get good battery life on that. So give it that and get over 24 hours. And apart from that, and my 24 hours that was playing games, YouTube videos, surfing, taking pictures, etc. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. That's all I can tell you. It's wonderful. I can't complain. You can have no complaints out of me with regard to battery life on that device. Now, speaking of that, the camera. That's on to my next point. The camera. Really believe the 13 megapixel camera is great on this. Yeah, it's wonderful. Let's open the camera app, and I like the camera interface. It's pretty cool. It's really nice, and it's fast. In fact, let me just show you. You can double press the home button, open the camera app. No matter where you are, no matter where you are. I'm in my app drawer. Double tap that. It's opened. Right? Lock screen. Double tap. It's open. This is fantastic. It's great. It's wonderful. Now let's get into the camera. And yes, can swipe here. Yo, we got a pro mode. We got a pro mode. You can adjust your ISO. You can adjust your white balance. You can adjust your exposure. We have a pro mode on this device right there. We can also swipe on the other side, and we're gonna get some filters. So we can put filters in live time, in real time. We have auto mode, we have HDR, night mode, panorama, sports mode, sound and shot. So this is cool. This is fully loaded. We can also swipe over the front facing camera, and let's take a couple pictures. See how fast it is. See the focus speed. And also, this is in, if you've seen the notes, some of the note video that S8, you hold this down and you zoom in. You hold the shutter down and you zoom in and zoom out. So this is a great little interface, and the dynamic range on the camera on some of the photos, they're great, they're fantastic. I myself was shocked, I myself was surprised as to how great the camera is. This is a feature. This is the front of the camera, front facing camera. So cool at how really nice this is. I see the rear camera. It's my team, Chicago Bulls. Still love them, even if they're doing really poor right now, really bad. Take some mushrooms this morning there. Check out a couple other pictures. Sure, really shows off the dynamic range. That's cool. That's right. That there is impressive in my opinion. Believe me, I've played with like the G6, the S8. I've used these cameras, and this is surprisingly good, surprisingly great, surprisingly fantastic. And yo, looking for a good camera, looking for a good camera phone, and you don't have money to spend $1,000 on an iPhone, don't have money to spend $800 on an S8, hey, pick that up. You won't be disappointed. The selfie with that flash done very, very, very well, very fantastic. Great job, Samsung. Check once again. So move on to another point. But another thing I love about this phone, the size. The size. I said it. In an era of big phones, 2017, size, they say size matters, right? Yeah. Apart from it being metal, nice metal, not aluminum build, this feels great in the hand, believe me. And one-handed usage, you cannot go wrong. A lot of people say, oh, the big thing, the bigger phones, one-handed usage, you have to do a balancing act. But this feels great in the hand, feels wonderful. And that's what people really love, and that's what I love about it. But word of caution, if it been metal, it's kind of slippery, and I've had a couple times where this device kind of almost fell out of my hand while taking out of my pocket or something, or I'm using it, and a couple times I'm at my desk and it will just slide, and I have to be juggling to catch metal, especially the room my office has AC. So AC gets cold to touch and it gets slippery when it's warm right now, so it's kind of good to grip. But when this phone gets cold and the air condition, believe me, it will feel slippery. So my advice, if you love your phone, get a case, get a clear case. If you want to hide the beauty of it, get a clear case. A clear case or a skin, and you're gonna grade and slap on a screen protector also, so in case this slips and this falls, your screen wouldn't get damaged, it'll be protected. But apart from that, it's a great device to hold, a great device to play with, and you don't need a big screen for gaming. Gaming works wonderful, gaming works nice on this device also. Speaking of that, gameplay has been great, gameplay has been fantastic. Most of my games, let's say all my games, my favorite games, ran smoothly, quite effortless on this. 2 gigs of RAM, like I said earlier, 2 gigs of RAM. It actually runs, a couple games would run better on this than my daily driver, my Zenfone 2, which are 3 gigs of RAM. And this is fantastic, wonderful. You don't see me complaining, and I just love this phone. It performs great, it performs fantastic, and people like me that love to game, love to play games, I'm not disappointed. You won't be disappointed as well. So, and good games deserve a good display, right? Good games deserve a good display. And the display, even if it's 720p, it's really bright. I have to turn this down, just lower the brightness just for the video, but it gets really, really bright, and outdoor visibility is great. It even has an outdoor mode where you can and really brightens it up and put that back down. It's affecting the camera, make the camera freak out. Really brightens it up, so on outdoor don't have any issues with sunlight availability and except or anything whatsoever. You'll be good to go, you'll be great, you'll be fine, you'll not regret it, believe me. It's on night truck, believe me. Another thing I like about this, like I mentioned, 2 gigs of RAM, and the processor, the that's an Exynos processor, Samsung own processor, and it's fast, blazing, not blazing fast like a device with 4 or 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, but for its size and gameplay and switching between apps, etc., I've had no issues. Like I said, I had this phone for a week, and in terms of slowdown, I've not experienced any slowdowns, and I would have sometimes 10 I'll have apps open, not even realizing it, and the phone is still moves, it still goes through the menu. everything is great. And I'm saying, how many apps do I have open? And then when I go into my recents, I'll probably see, and I don't have much, but I'll probably see 10, 11 apps. I'm like, huh? Wow. And and then I'm saying, you sure this has 2 gigs of RAM? You sure? It does. And like I said, optimization, Samsung has really optimized its device to really suit its use. And I like devices with a RAM. I'm constantly looking at specs. I want the latest and greatest specs in my device, but I can settle for this. With this kind of performance every day, I don't need to spend $6, $7, or $1,000 on a device. I can pick this up and I'm good to go. I'll be happy. I'll be fantastic. And if you're not a person that needs, that would require 20, 30 apps open, or something that are a heavy user, like you're doing photo editing or anything, so this device is perfect for you. You go online, you surf internet, you social media, everything, you'll have no issues. And with, like I said, the camera, with that camera, no issues whatsoever. You're gonna be Instagramming away and tweeting and selfies and everything, and like that flash. So selfies, yep, you're good, you're great, you're fantastic. The last thing I want to talk about is a couple things. And like the last thing I want to talk about too, talk about call quality. Call quality is fantastic. My users, when I'm making calls, second parties, other parties have no problem hearing me. I hear them clearly, they hear me clearly. We have no problem. Even in noisy environments, it doesn't have a noise cancelling microphone. Most devices have a secondary noise cancelling microphone, but I don't think it really. I have not been to, let's say, a concert or an outdoor event or something that's really noisy, but walking on the streets, that they can hear me quite clearly. I can hear them. I said the other party and the party hear me clearly without having to shout into the mic and say, can you hear me? Are you hearing me clearly? No problem with that. And I can speak a normal tone, normal voice, like I'm talking to you face to face, and no issues whatsoever. So that's great. I love this. The earpiece is loud enough. The microphone picks up my voice. So that's great. That's fantastic. Lastly, gameplay. You see this here? Game launcher. I love this. I love game launcher. Let me just load a game up for you quickly. And this right here. If I turn this on, I wouldn't get any notifications during my game. And I've been begging for this on Android. I've been begging Google to put this on. Imagine you have this and no notification disturbance. It's frustrating, it's irritating that you're playing a game, you deep into a game, and a notification comes in, and now Android has a drop down notification. This fills your screen, blocks the gameplay. Imagine you're playing a shooter and you're about to kill, and bam, notification comes in, interrupts your view. You're driving, notification comes down, kills your view. You end up writing off, get into an accident, lose the race. This mode, fantastic. Also, you can also lock the recent and back keys. Recent and back key, you can lock that. Screen touch, you can take a screenshot, you can record your gameplay. So, game launcher, I wish this would be on every Android device. Google, bring this, other manufacturers follow, and I'll give it to Samsung for that. They thought of everything, in my opinion. They have thought of everything when it comes to TouchWiz, when it comes to the OS, when it comes to this device. I keep stressing, I love it, right? I love this device. It has been great, it's been fantastic for me, and it'd be a shame. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it when I hand it back over after this review. I'm gonna miss it. Gotta go back to my daily driver. It runs Android Oreo. Yes, it has Android Oreo. But after using this, wow, I can't wait to see how Oreo looks on this device, on the TouchWiz, and everything Samsung has done, and other features they're gonna add to make the experience even better. I can't wait to see how it works. Yeah, so this was my time with the J3 Galaxy J3 Pro. It's great. Like I said, I love the device. It's great, it's fantastic, it's wonderful, and I can recommend this device to anybody. You come to me and you ask me, hey, recommend a device to me, recommend a smartphone to me. This is my budget. I do not have 1,000 US to spend on this phone. I do not have 2,500, 3,000, 4,000 EC to spend on this phone. This is my currency, EC. I don't have that. So, what do you recommend? I would like a Samsung phone. Hey, really? There you go. Pick this up. Pick this up. You won't regret it. I'm gonna tell them I love it. You would love it. The camera, the sound quality, the gameplay, the display, everything on this device is a perfect little device that I simply adore, I simply love, and believe me, you would love it too. Hey, so there you have it. My review, my hands-on review of the Galaxy J3 Pro 2017 edition from Samsung. And if I tell you to think in this today, in November in 2017, that I've been in love with a device this small. I call it small, but back they were big, right? But in the era of big phones, 6-inch, 6.4-inch displays, you know, to fall in love with this all over again, it tells you something. It really does. I love it. And I bet you love it too if you get hands on that. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed. So until next time, Bradley from Myself Live, and of course in collaboration with QB's SLU, we out.